Okay, what the heck was this chapter? It was so weird. It was so weird. Oh my god. Choujin X is a new manga written and illustrated by Sui Ishida, who's most known for his work in Tokyo Ghoul. If I had to try and explain whatever Choujin X is about currently, it's this guy who doesn't know he's great until he becomes a beast Choujin. That's the summary of chapter 1 that you're getting right here. Like I said in the first video, the Choujin needles are basically devil fruit injections. That's literally what they feel like to me. But why is this chapter so weird? Let's talk about it. So this chapter has to do with Eli, the country girl we saw at the beginning of the first chapter in the plane crash from the smoke Choujin dude we now know as Chandra? Chandra? I'm gonna say Chandra, that sounds a tad bit cooler. He was chasing her down for the entirety of this chapter for some reason, and at the end we find out that it's because Eli's attitude, the wanting to help people attitude, oh my goodness, I'm saying it like that because she's country, by the way guys. Apparently that attitude is good to become Choujins with, and that's exactly what he wanted to do with her for some reason. But this chase was just so weird, mate. It was just so weird. It started off with running, then it went to scooters that they call roller boy yayes. It's a very weird name, very weird name. And eventually it got this gang of biker sheep involved for some reason while Chandra was trying to bribe them by saying he'd give them a smartphone. And guess what? Eli's country, guys, remember, she's very country. She finds a tractor, and of course, since she's country, she's better at escaping on said tractor. What am I reading right now? What am I reading? I have no idea what I'm reading right now. It's only been a little over a month since the first chapter review, but it already feels completely different from what was going on from the first chapter. Like, I'm not crazy, right? This feels completely different, like tonally, especially tonally. This feels a lot more like a comedy than the first one did. The first one felt more like a shonen. Once the chase stopped and it looked like her life was about to end, she went on this weird tangent about all the things she wanted to do before she died, like go to the fair, yada yada, meet this dream guy, and then she ends up getting saved by this other Choujin protector guy. Then he takes off his mask and it's that weird looking dream guy that she wanted to marry. What is this? This is so weird. It's so fucking weird. And the only interesting part in this that makes it seem like it's gonna be different is that it cuts to Tokyo at the end and he's taking a shower and he can't turn his beast form off. He's wondering what is he going to have to do because he can't turn it off. He feels like something's wrong with him, and that is an interesting part of the story that I can't wait till they get into more. Overall, I did not expect this chapter not to talk about the last scenes of the previous chapter at all. Boy choice on the author's end. While this chapter did feel more comedic than the last, the ending of it gave more undertones for a more serious show later on. Some of the art in here was really nice as well. I didn't like Chandra as a character. He has two personalities, serious and idiot. There's really no in between to him. If you are wondering if this is worth reading, yeah, I didn't hate it. It was weird as super hell, but I didn't hate it at all. I'd definitely say it's worth checking out if you haven't already. Yeah, why not? I can say I laughed and was wondering what I was reading for the entire time of this second chapter. But that's basically it. What are your opinions on this chapter? I have no words, but wow, this chapter is very weird. Oh my Jesus. Why is this chapter so weird? Please get this chapter away from me. Give me something else during the third chapter, dog, that's not as weird. But let me hear your opinions on this. Leave those comments down below. Make sure to like this. I'll always get back to you guys as soon as I can. It's been your boy Scooter doing this thing on here talking about Choujin X chapter 2. Goodbye.